Well, Emma Wynne, you're taking a quick breather right here on my shoulder. One hell of a swim leg. What do you have in store for this final? Can you do it?
I've got no idea. They're both fantastic competitors going through all their achievements and things. I'm sort of like, whoa, okay then. Whatever happens is a bonus. I'm just so happy to be here.
You do seem remarkably relaxed. Could that be your strength?
I guess. We'll just see what happens.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Christy Munro, we saw you sacrifice a run up the beach, maybe to conserve a little energy. Self-admittedly, previously you've run out of puff towards the end. How are you feeling now?
Better than I have the last couple of years. I think I'm a bit fitter this year, and been trying to conserve as much as I can in the earlier rounds, but I think we're all going to be pretty tired, so it's going to be a hard third race.
We'll let you turn that smile into a game face as we move over to someone now who knows this feeling oh so well. We haven't raced this format for 12 months. Clearly you can remember what it takes to win one of these.
Yeah, you just got to dig really deep, and it's not going to tickle, that's for sure. It's going to be a very hard race, and yeah, I'm sure we're all glad to just make the final, but it's going to be a tough race, but a good one.
Well, this, fellas, is the race that can end in riches for one of these hard-working iron women. We're counting down to the big one.
Well, I'm nervous. They look very, very relaxed, Jimmy. I'm very surprised because it's a big, big stage and a big, big prize.
Yeah, but Emma Wynne, as she said, has got nothing to lose, and I think a relaxed approach. But I'll just be interested to see how she attacks this swim leg.
Set for a start, 50k on the line. Away now, Cameron in the blue, Munro in the centre, and Emma Wynne. She has to hang on in this opening swim leg. And as you can see, Cameron, well, all the stops being taken out now. Cameron should lead through this swim leg.
Well, you think she should, but the reason she's gone out so hard is because it's swim, ski, board, meaning the swim's the slowest, the ski's the fastest. So if you can get a gap in the swim and get onto the fastest craft, you will double, triple, 4 times your lead, and Christy Cameron will make everyone earn every single stroke of this race.
Well, you can see the early tactics. It's Cameron who realises she's probably the strongest swimmer, and if she's going to break away from Munro and Wynne, it's now she's got to do it. The other two, though, they realise they have to stay on her feet.
They do, but I think she might be the strongest, and she might be able to get a bit of muscle and a bit of experience around the cans. There's no doubt about it that Emma Wynne is the fastest swimmer. Quite clearly she's the fastest, but did she spend too much in the round before? Remember, you have to set your race over 3 races. And if Christy Cameron and Christy Munro are smart enough to save a little bit, maybe that's to the downfall of Emma Wynne. I just hope that her inexperience and being a bit younger doesn't make her hold back. Go and have the race of her life and pick up the swim in the next 10 to 15 strokes and really give it to these girls.
So it's Cameron still leading in the white cap with the maroon diamond. The yellow cap is Munro. They both know what it's like to swim in a final. It's all a new experience, though, for Emma Wynne, just 18 years of age, finishing year 12. She got 99.3 in the HSC. Can you believe it? She's not only attractive and a great athlete, but obviously very, very smart as well. She needs some intelligence now to stick with some of these experienced campaigners.
Nearly as smart as me, Peter. I think I got something a little higher than that, so I won't talk too much about where she went wrong in her academics. But at the moment, I just think that these two girls are handing the race to Christy Cameron. You've got to take it to her. She has to be pushed back.
The girls coming round tight formation. Great underwater shots as we come out. Great view of the style, and you can see Cameron now trying to lift her rating, particularly in the feet, in the kick. She's trying to kick away now. Both Wynne and Munro just happy to conserve a bit of energy and stay in her slipstream.
You can't afford it here. Christy Cameron's a big, strong girl, and the skis next, remember. Now look at this 6-speed kick we've talked about. The feet are going continuously. Emma Wynne's are just starting to fall off now. Christy Munro is just out of the drag. She needs her feet. Christy Cameron's feet need to be touching Christy Munro's hands. Then she's getting the perfect drag.
Well, you see now she's starting to lift that rating also because the swell is behind her. If you keep your feet nice and high, you almost glide down the front of these little swells. It can make the difference between a big, big smile and a big, big disappointment towards the end of the race. We've got 2 legs to go. This is only the first leg in the final. We've been through qualifying rounds yesterday. We got the field down to 10 for this morning. We cut it back to 6, and now we're down to the top 3, battling out for the biggest prize in iron women racing. This is their big payday, and it's Christy Cameron who knows how to hold that check nice and high. And as I've said, she's planning a wedding, and wouldn't this be a great start for that May big engagement with Simon Harris.
Well, I've just picked up whether this race is on or not, Peter. Last race, Christy Cameron was lifting her head up to check her mark every 10 strokes. It is now up to 20 to 25 strokes before she lifts up and has a look. Because if you lift your head up, it stops your momentum, and she's head down and going for it. Now, she's got about half a length. If she picks up a wave here and goes from the slowest thing to the fastest, she'll gap them unbelievably.
Yeah, a very good point. The next 30 seconds to a minute will perhaps decide this entire race. They're heading back towards that very subtle but can make a big difference short up. She needs to get out, get around and get onto the fastest craft to ski, and any advantage you have will be amplified.
And here it is. She's just picked up a little one. It'll be enough. Watch now the Travelator. We talked about it early. This is the difference. Now, she comes up here at full momentum. You know she's in good shape. Munro's hurting. She's trying to catch. Emma Wynn, well, she's a little frame girl. She'll have to work hard on this transition. Don't let these girls get away too far. But Munro's overtaken Cameron. She is paddling the ski fantastic too, Munro. She's an Australian ski champion, so she knows how to do it. It'll all come down to the jump on, how they get on. I hope Emma Wynn hasn't said it's enough, because something could go wrong on this craft on the short up.
Let's have a look at Munro's transition. This is critical. She's on safely and just gets clipped but over it. She stays up. Now she's got Cameron. She had a nice clean transition, and Winner's on also. So none of the girls getting clipped or held back in that short break, and now the race is on. This is the final leg for the $50,000. A new leader. Munro now leads from Cameron.
Munro said she's fitter this year than any year. She looks good on the ski. Now look at the difference. Munro just looks like she's tapping it along. Look back just to Christy Cameron. The head's wobbling. The arms are turning around a bit more. She's doing it a little tougher. Remember, there's a board leg to come. Christy Munro is an Australian surf ski champion. She's fitter than she's ever been. She's been in the position of winning before. She's looking good. Because remember, no one will get into trouble on the board. But Cameron, look at the head moving around.
Well, if you're in any sort of pain, once you drop back to second, you can really start to feel it. Now, Munro, she's obviously in a world of hurt as well, but she's winning. And all of a sudden, the pain's not as strong.
And the paddles, have a look at Christy Cameron's right-hand paddle, left of screen, is not going fully in the water. She is hurting. Her shoulders are burning. Whereas, let's have a look at Munro as she comes into the can. Just gentle. Now look at the blade. The full blade is going in the water, letting her get more water and let the ski run more. Cameron is in a world of hurt.